Okay, let's start typing. So this is our first game, Calorie Defenders. So we have a very special guest with us, like getting up very early to be part of the game dev days. Thank you so much for that. The stage is all yours.
All right, everyone. My name's Barrett, and I'm going to show you Calorie Defenders. It's just an age-old tale of veggies versus candy inside the body. We actually have 3 defenders that we can choose from. So this is the broccoli, which is a melee character, the carrot, which is a ranged character with a bow, and the tomato is the mage character. So I'm going to pick tomato, kind of one of my favorites. Let's get started here. All right, we just jump right into the action. We're going inside the body. And if that sequence reminded you of Awesome Knots, well, that's because it was actually inspired by that. So we're just going to go exploring inside the body here. This game actually mixes action platforming with tower defense combat. So we can attack like this. This is kind of reminiscent of Metroidvania, but we don't have the full Metroidvania concept, just some of the elements borrowed from it. So right here is just kind of the tutorial area. I'm going through the body. As you can see, I'm a little tomato. And we get to this area and we're like, oh, what do we do? So this is where we introduce about the traps. So I can switch over here. I have different ones. It's instructing me to do the watermelon. So I'm going to put the watermelon up here. And that's going to help us get past these blocks here because those blocks can only be destroyed by the watermelon. And there we go. We're able to get to the next sequence. So this first part of the game is just kind of walking us through different types of ways to play the game and some of the concepts. Here we have onions that actually spring us up, but they actually bounce the enemies backwards. So we have different types of ways to use the traps, some against the enemy, some to help out. Like right here, we can't get up to this spot, but if we use our onion, we can get up here. It's actually called the spring onion. And there we go. We're able to get up there. So now we got through that part. We're going to get to another area. Have some new enemies, these sour gummy worms. And I get over here and I get to I cannot get up here. So it's instructing me to plant an onion. So I'm going to plant one of the spring onions and then have it bounce me up here. And again here, so this helps with exploration, also helps pushing enemies back. We're just going to ignore that flying guy over there. And then we're getting up here, we take out this lollipop. So this enemy is one of my favorites. It's a chocolate bar, but when you defeat it, it spawns little child chocolate bars. All right, so we're up at one of these blocks here, and it's just giving us some instruction to remind us. We did use the watermelon earlier, but now we're going to use it again to help us get through this. And it's also giving us a message about you can sell the traps to get your currency back. Up on the top left is your sugar cubes. So we can just sell it back, and we give you the full amount back. So if you make a mistake or want to experiment, feel free. No extra penalty for getting rid of the traps. So this is where the tower defense part starts. We see these temples that we come across, and it takes us into a whole kind of another mode of the game where we take on tower defense missions. So you have to choose your loadout. We have all different kinds of traps. So we got I'm just going to pick a few here. Not going to go over a lot of the descriptions right now just because we're on a time crunch. On the left, you can see the enemies are candy corn and gumdrop. This right here is what we call the jars. They're basically modifiers that can make the game harder or easier. So this, we're just going to do normal, and we're going to get started. Here we actually have a little preview of how things go. So we're going to start the match, and before you start, you have the planning phase. What we want to do is stop these candy coming out of this gingerbread house. We can see a preview of what's coming. We want to stop them from getting eaten by the hunger. This right here is the hunger. It's a little cute creature that's the manifestation of the body's hunger. So we're going to plant a few traps here. That's a ranged turret. This leek actually spins enemies around. The blueberry will freeze them. And let's see, the chili pepper will catch them on fire. So let's get started, get the action starting. And this is the tutorial match, so it is really easy. It's not designed really to be failed, just so you can get some experience of doing the tower defense missions. And you can see the music kind of picks up once you get into the battle of things. And you can lay traps during this mode if you want to. Also, every character has a charge attack, so the charge attack of the tomato is actually a charge shot that does knockback. Another cool thing about this game is right now I'm playing solo, but you can actually play this game in local co-op with another person, so you can bring a friend along. And we don't have online co-op, but you're welcome to use something like Parsec or Steam Stream Together. Right now the game is still in early development. We do have an alpha build that we have available on our Discord channel. Essentially, anyone who wants access can come to our channel and ask for access and become a part of our testing team to help give feedback and hopefully shape this into a game that will be fun for players of all different skills and ages. So right now, we're almost finished up with this. We got some of these gumdrop guys. They're really fast, so you got to watch out. It's good to get the blueberries to slow them down. And here's the final wave. So we're just going to put a few more defenses down. And I'm just going to see. This is real easy. So they might. I want to see if they can actually get past the leak here. All right, they're making their way through. Will they be able to reach the hunger? All right, the leak is going to spin them around the opposite direction. All right, let's see here. I think my time is getting to an end. I'm just going to show you one last thing as an ultimate move, but we have finished the match. We completed. We gained a confidence level of 3 stars, and that is Calorie Defenders, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're back to the exploration. I'm really glad that I had a chance to show you all, and if you want to come hang out in the Discord, check out the alpha build, feel free to. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Barrett, and thanks for being part of that, even due to the time difference. So big shout out to this game, please, big round of applause everyone, and visit Discord. You can play this game and you can meet the developer and talk to Barrett on Discord. So join the Calorie Defender Discord. Thank you, and we are up for the next game.
Bye-bye.